So the main thing is start it up, make sure there's no rattling, because rattling is what we don't want to hear. Everything's going to be coming through the exhaust. See how she sounds. Alright guys, what is going on? Today we are actually going to be installing a new exhaust for the Ram. I don't know if you could tell, but actually we have the Ram back at, see if we can get a good angle here. Yes, we have the Ram back in full weight, full interiors on, 20s are all on, tailgate, bed liner, everything's back on except for the spare, which, you know, I don't really run half the time anyway. I don't run it really ever. So, but yeah, that is what's going on. Why are we getting a new exhaust? I don't know if you can tell, but we had some exhaust problems about maybe a month or so ago. We're doing a pull and the muffler blew out.
Quarter mile.
Now I'm going to start this up. I'm going to show you guys what it sounds like with the muffler blown out. It has like a really bad rattling to it. It's still pretty loud, but it's not a full cold start, but you can hear the rattling from the muffler. It sounds like crap. So we have a brand new exhaust going on the Ram. We're actually going to be putting on right now. Also guys, last weekend, I don't know if you could see, probably see it, pretty new looking. I replaced the front pads and rotors. They were completely shot. Cut my finger open pretty good from a week ago. Yeah, that is what we did last weekend. Put new front pads and new rotors on because they were grinded down so bad. I didn't want to do a full video on that because I didn't, just doing that was a pain in the ass, so I just figured, you know. But it feels really good to be able to stop again. I was doing burnouts for, you know, God knows, these pads, those were the stock pads on the 80,000 mile stock brake pads and rotors on it, so we finally replaced them. This thing stops phenomenal with the 4-piston rear brakes and new pads and rotors up front. But here's the exhaust we went with, MBRP. Yes, it's the exact exhaust that I already have. I love the sound of this exhaust. I love it coming out the mufflers. That is why I went with this. The only difference I did in this one is that I went with stainless steel. Under there, 5 years old, is actually aluminized, and it lasted really long until the muffler blew out, and I probably wouldn't be replacing it. But this time we went with same exact exhaust, but we went with stainless steel. Now I got this at a really good deal on Black Friday, so you know, I always like the sound of MBRP, so we went with it again. Obviously I didn't want to go into something different. Yes, I got a full catback again, not just a muffler, but I liked it. I liked the way it was. I liked the way it was, so that's why I went with this. So I'll be throwing this on for you guys, and we'll see if we get that rattling going and see how it sounds. All right guys, well, we're changed. All right, I just had to beat the other rotor off on this side, doing my front brakes, and it's a bitch. As you can see how much rust, old pads are destroyed, so we got new stuff on. Pain in the ass. Old rotor is off, had to kill it. Look at all that rust. New pads, new rotors, putting them on now. So yeah, beating that thing off was not fun. I dented the shit out of it, but it was fun swinging it, but wasn't fun. All right guys, here's an update. Old muffler is off. I just started it with the muffler off and I heard no rattling. Pain in the ass to cut through that, because here's the one thing I want to say. If you're in a bind, don't buy AutoZone bandsaw blades. They're cheap as hell. AutoZone is literally like a block down the street from me. So that's why I didn't feel like going all the way to Home Depot or Lowe's to get something good. Went there, got something cheap, fast. It worked its way through it, but it took forever. So there's a tip for you guys. Old exhaust is almost off. This should bolt right up, no problem, because everything's literally ready to go. Just getting the old one off. Pain in the ass. Hopefully there's no rattling. We got new exhaust going. But yeah, we're getting there. All right, guys, the old exhaust is off. This is actually the next day. I had no motivation to finish yesterday. It was Saturday. I was tired. I was bored. Not bored, but I was tired. I was exhausted. I didn't feel like finishing. I took the old exhaust off and said, screw it. I'll finish tomorrow. Why not? But the new stuff is much, much nicer. Because this is stainless steel. And then the old exhaust in there somewhere is actually aluminized. So this will last longer. This has got a lifetime warranty with it too, so that's a good thing. So everything's off. We already got the 3-inch downpipe off of the wide pipe on. We just got to put the muffler on, bolt them up, and finish up, guys, and we'll be done. The new exhaust will be on the Ram, thank God. New brakes are done. She'll be ready for next year when we put the motor in. Hopefully get the motor in, you know, before racing season. Hope we have the money to do all that. But that's the plan with that. Pain in the ass to get under there, because it also is more of a pain in the ass. Because last time I did it, I was probably 20 pounds lighter, and I didn't have a 2.4 drop. I had stock height. Now we are 2.4 dropped, so much harder to get under there. And yeah, but we're working on it. Well, now it's just finished bolting it up, getting new tips. The new tips are actually a little bit nicer. They actually looked bigger. They're probably not, but they looked like they're a little bit bigger than the 4-inch tips that came with the MBRP regular. But we'll finish up, guys, and I'll show you the finished product. We'll do a nice little might be a cold start. I had to move the truck, so it might not be a full cold start, but it's still going to be loud. But yeah, let's finish this up and get a start up. All right, guys, we just finished up the exhaust. Everything's bolted up tight, and yes, they are 5-inch exhaust tips. Put it on. So the main thing is start it up. Make sure there's no rattling, because rattling is what we don't want to hear. Everything's going to be coming through the exhaust. See how she sounds. Smells like MS 109. No rattling, fellas. Good. Oh, exhaust is fixed. Front brakes are fixed. We're ready for racing next year. We're gonna have a lot of good winter content. Cold out here, thank God it's finished up now. He is dirty though. Not a burnout marks. Good smelling MS 109 out the rear.